Where'd you get this?
Never mind, it's absolutely pure.
What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time?
Satanism freak.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The, adrenaline gland from a living human body.
I know. The guy didn't have any cash to pay me. He offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life. Thought he was kidding. So I told him I'd just as soon have an ounce or so of pure adrenochrome. Or maybe just a fresh adrenaline gland to chew on.
Deep in the forest, you can find my shop of horrors. I got talismans, fortunes, and a whole lot more. If you're poor, you could sell your soul for my control. But if you don't do my bidding, I'm gonna bury you in a hole. Or pay me in solid gold, cause I don't accept paper money. The only thing that's good for is patching up my mummy. I have an abundance of products that's disgusting. If the feds saw my store, they'd be bugging. I tinker with this, I tinker with that, making the solution bubble up when throwing in the wing of a bat. And there's supply and demand for people out there doing evil deeds. So I brew another batch of poison that someone's gonna drink, taking down beasts with the wave of my hand, cause they contain the main ingredient that'll eat through living flesh. And if you want the day to rest early, burn these incense and burning, and rest assured the sky will always stay gloomy. My business is booming cause hatreds consume the whole populace. From using a spell, unleash will affect your metropolis. And while you chumps are using binoculars, I look at my crystal ball, given the ability to see through stone walls, so I can find you and induce a belladonna coma. Cause I've been hired by someone to make you sleep in a bed of cobras. And if you throw up, don't ask how I get my ingredients, cause it ain't a pretty picture when seeing my subjects all scream to death. Stay in a plate, mixing solutions that are volatile. You say you want some human blood? I got bottles full with uncommon herbs next to it on the shelf. So if you don't see me, I'll appear if you ring the bell. Cause deep in the forest, you can find my shop of horrors. I got talismans, fortunes, and a whole lot more. If you're poor, you can sell your soul for my control. But if you don't do my bidding, I'm gonna bury you in a hole. Or pay me in solid gold, cause I don't accept paper money. The only thing that's good for is patching up my mummy. I have an abundance of products that's disgusting. If the feds saw my store, they'd be bugging. I transform molecular structures by using alchemy. Just give me something to work with and I'll hook it up to this battery. The effects are maddening, defying the laws of physics. So don't ever question my ability to trick your vision. If I make a split decision, your body can end up missing. Meaning if you're riddled with fear, you would best to keep your distance. I'm zipping through the room without my feet touching ground. Something that was taught to me by my old friend Bao. Outside you're hearing growls and seeing bushes with red eyes, glowing bright enough to cause fright and illuminate the night. Come meet my poltergeist if you need somebody haunted, or maybe something more vicious like this little goblin. They could be great problem solvers when put under incantation. We've been using them for centuries within my guild of mages, making strangeness and everything kinda spooky. All the outside people tend to think I'm kinda kooky. I find it all amusing, this is the life I'm choosing. After walking through the door, the temperature begins cooling. It's gruesome how I torture, I'll shock you when the storm comes. And all of these services can be purchased if I'm rewarded. Cause deep in the forest you can find my shop of horrors. I got talismans, fortunes, and a whole lot more. If you're poor, you can sell your soul for my control. But if you don't do my bidding, I'm gonna bury you in a hole. Or pay me in solid gold, cause I don't accept paper money. The only thing that's good for is patching up my mummy. I have an abundance of products that's disgusting. If the feds saw my store, they'd be bugging.